Hey friends, a little Mozart, that's perfect. From the crazy, crazy, cheap fakes to superb DIY to the most esoteric and coveted stuff that we love and expensive and crazy. Hundreds of stores, all in the same place. I'm not kidding. That's Guangzhou, China. You're not going to believe it. Hey friends, this Telefunken EL34, it's over 300 bucks. Guangzhou, China is the place. I'm taking you on the inside. Check this out. Okay, so back there is a set of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, connected, separate, built, hand-built, separate set amps, totaling less than 20 watts, driving these monster crazy. You're beginning to get the idea, right? This video is going to be a combination of some narrated photos, a little bit of talking with me on camera, but then the little video, the little 15-second video shots I took on site in the audio mall there. Let's rewind a full decade to when Robert Harley from Absolute Sound hit the Guangzhou Hi-Fi show in 2008. He saw what was coming. Now, it's surely true. Chinese factories turning out high-quality products in every category at prices that U.S. and European manufacturers simply can't match. Imagine going into a 3-story commercial building full of dozens of independent shops, and they all contain hundreds of thousands of dollars of the most exotic, famous name brand stuff. You just saw Wilson Audio, Amari, Junction. Here's Line Magnetic. Here comes the Macintosh. Look at those twin monoblocks driving the BMWs. Soon we got coming up here FM acoustics, handmade in Switzerland. This Mac is 1,200 watts. JBL, the real pro stuff, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. CAF reference series, Dyn Audio reference series, Harbath coming up. Not just 1 or 2 stores, dozens of stores. Here's Shangsheng, the clone of the Marantz 7. And speaking of Marantz 7, look what I found. I found an original vintage Marantz 7, and it's with the original manual in Japanese. It's just, so the shop owner is asking 15,000 RMB, which is about 2,200 US dollars. This is currently a locked shop. It's just someone's smaller shop stacked with very expensive turntables and vintage gear. Unbelievable. Hi folks, I'm at the Amari Turntable store here in Guangzhou, China, and I want you to notice that the tone arm on the Amari LP10MK for $800 is the same as the tone arm on the Amari LP32 for $3,000. That's a good tone arm. Here's Amari's brand new LP16S with a suspended turntable. Look at that, it's $1,300. Here's their LP22 for about $1,900. And again, all with the same excellent tone arm. Look at these beautiful pieces. This is a second-hand, vintage, expensive turntable shop. They restore the turntables. With my photos, I'm doing a double zoom in. Take a look here yourself. Just incredible. Here in the shop window, you've got dozens of tone arms on display, cartridges, head shells. Here's a Denon DP 591. A lot of the vintage turntables here you find in China are made in Japan. They restore the turntables. Here's 2 Lin Sondek LP12s. ARs, Denons, Micros. Here in Guangzhou, it is buy anything heaven. Here's tone arms, and let's pop up here to head shells and cartridges, and then look at this. The variety of sound spikes everywhere. One of the things you'll quickly learn is that it is DIY heaven. Now that can be dangerous because people make cheap stuff, but you also have suppliers who make very fancy, expensive equipment. As you're looking at this, ask yourself, could I get any kind of interconnect or speaker wire made that my heart desires? You sure could. Here's an amazing array of power cable connectors. These are not, some of these are $100 each. Everything from inexpensive to very expensive. There's a good reason for thinking Guangzhou is tube heaven. Look at this. And here's, look at this, all the old tubes. NOS tubes in the original boxes. I'm in the store for the Line Magnetic brand, which is excellent quality of tube amplifiers and integrated amps. I'm here at one of the official Yachin authorized dealer stores. Look at this beautiful place. I was just talking with the boss, Mr. Wang. What a really nice guy. Look at these beautiful units, and they're not expensive. Surprise, surprise, I'm in this wonderful local shop, and they have JBL 570s and 530s. Unbelievable, because as we know, in Amazon back in America, they're no longer available. And yes, you can contact us anytime to order for yourself a set of these drop-dead gorgeous imported Turkish quartz speaker stands. They are heavy and gorgeous. 700 years, hey folks, I'm in one of the vintage record stores. Look at all this Miles Davis, Coltrane, all these are 60s LPs, Sonny Rollins. Look at this, Davis, Prestige 7150, Red Garland. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. A word about the Amari turntable line. You've got a superb plinth platter design, magnetic bearing suspended motor, and tone arm. The two upgrades available are, you can upgrade that cartridge, you can upgrade the preamp. The LP10MK comes with the 1895E, and everybody understands that's the absolute best rated value cartridge. Upgrade to an Audiophile Blue or better. In my case, I'm going to go for the MP150. Plus you upgrade that preamp, you're done in the world of needing a turntable. Tube lovers, this next section is extraordinary. You're about to feast your eyes on a collection of new, expensive, cheap, and NOS vintage. I mean, everything you can imagine. You're about to feast your eyes on a photo collage. Nice and simple. I'm not even going to put any music to it. It's going to last for 2 minutes. You've never seen anything like it. Telefunken EL34s, Tungsol, Toshiba 6C86s, GE, Miniwatt ECC83s, RCA Electron, Bremar, JJ Electronic, ECC82s, KT88s, NEC Siemens, Toshiba 6AH6s, Philips Mullard, EF91s. I'm not kidding you. It's all there. You've never seen it. And don't misunderstand me. I mean, I took all these photos as I was just walking along the stores in the audiophile malls. So I was overwhelmed and surrounded by all the boxes of tubes that you're about to see. Incredible. All right, we have to take a moment to talk in a little more detail about the intersection of the DIY world in China, which is an insane thing that you don't know, with the tube world. And at the same time, I got to do a little shout out to Thomas in stereo. He's fantastic, and I appreciate his interest in this video, and because he's interested in tubes. And he just did this Prima Luna versus Yachin comparison, and you're kind of going like, well, Yachin sounds so good, and it costs so much less. And, you know, we love those videos, right? Because tube gear is amazing and fun, and Thomas really likes it. And he mentioned his carry. The reason I'm bringing him into this to say hello is because he mentioned also he has this really expensive, like I think it's a $5,000, I think he said, carry preamplifier. And what did I just show you, right? The carry SLP90 tube preamp DIY kit, followed by the picture of the real deal, you know. Well, here's what you need to understand about this DIY stuff. You can't say to me, oh, it's crap, it's fake, it's cheap. It might be superb. Because here's what happened, and I did it, and you'll see also the Marantz 7 kit, followed by the original real Marantz 7, and you'll see the Shangsheng Marantz 7 clone, okay? You'll see them all, and the Shangsheng is great, it's $400. It's a nice piece, it's really well built, and that's the point. You buy the DIY kit for the Carry SLP90 tube preamp, all right? You say, wow, that kit probably costs, I didn't ask, sorry, I don't know, $100, maybe $229. I don't know, just for the kit. I don't know. But you take the kit, if you're not a DIY guy, you take it to a DIY builder that's down there. They got shops, and they'll build it for you. And they'll ask, they do great work, but they'll ask you, well, how much do you want to spend? How well do you want it built? You know, they'll tell you, well, you know, I can do it basic for you, and it'll cost you $350. But I can do it for you fabulous. We're going to use Japanese and German and, you know, what, Weimar capacitors and air core this and you know, all the fancy parts and pieces that cost a lot more. WEMA, right? I think WEMA capacitors, resistors, all the super high quality stuff that costs a lot more money. Okay? And they'll also, and it's not kidding, labor costs, because they will say, hey, I'm going to take more time to do point-to-point wiring and avoid this. I'm going to bypass this circuit board and that circuit board, and I'll do point-to-point here and there. And I mean, they're going to sit with you in great detail and say, here's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it 100% perfect, superb, with all the best parts. And is the person capable? You're damn straight they're capable, and that's the point. Okay, so that's what you got to understand about the DIY world. It could be you do something on a budget, or it could be you do something as a really superb piece. It's interesting as hell, isn't it? Wait, did he make an editing mistake? Did he bore us to death just now on purpose? No music, just showing some pictures? Well, I sort of did it on purpose, because now I saved the best for last. This is Wild Bohemian Chinese Guangzhou Dianziguang do-it-yourself tube set amp crazy land heaven. That's the only way to describe this. Okay. So back there is a set of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 connected, separate, built, hand-built, separate set amps totaling less than 20 watts, driving these monster crazy. There's no describing where I am. This is a guy's DIY place. This is Mr. Guang, Mr. Liu, he's the Laoban. Dude, I can't explain it. It's like I'm in some... This is Mr. Liu Wei Guang. Dude, it's...你再告诉我，
这个啊跟这个加起来10瓦。
Those 2 amps, this is set amps, 4 watts, and the other 2, 另外的8瓦的。
这个300B跟这。
There's no describing the wall of sound. 7 handmade tube set amplifiers, totaling less than 20 watts, driving this giant DIY stack of JBLs. 7. Every amplifier is for this quintuple amp system. This is all DIY, right up to the horns. And look at these horns up here. This is all separate, custom built. Here I am in a new center in Guangzhou, and you can see here 2 tube shops. And over here's a record shop where the lady also has master tape and sells master tapes. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. Just want you to see all the stuff along the road here in Guangzhou. You got pots and pans and thermoses, and then you got audio equipment, and then you got jade jewelry and electronics. I mean, it's just endless. It's endless. You got microphones next to karaoke speakers, next to walkie-talkies, next to women's shoes, next to flashlights, binoculars, cockroach traps, telephone covers. It's just nuts. I am in audio heaven in Guangzhou. Check this out. I mean, and see these 2 shops I just showed you? There's like probably another 200 shops just like them. I trust that put a smile on your face, that you really, really did enjoy it. That it did surprise you and exceed your expectations, and that you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. So just 2 more quick things. Number 1 is, I will make it better next time. I'm going to make more of these kind of videos. And yeah, stupid me, right? I like turn the camera sideways so you always get the wide. I'll make the production quality much better on that video, because those long, I know what I did wrong. Sorry about that. I'm going to go back to Guangzhou many, many times for my customers and myself. Second thing, will you help me get my channel on the map? Did you really enjoy that? Then right away, subscribe, hit the notifications button, and you share and tell other people. I really love what I'm doing. The other thing you can do, of course, is, hey, when you want to buy the equipment, contact me. Nobody else on the planet has JBL 530s in cherrywood. You know, even $950 shipped to your door in the United States, and that's an exclusive, unbelievably ridiculously good price. It is a good price. You know, and the Mario turntable, I'm telling you point blank, $750 plus, it's going to be like $90 to ship it to you. So it's like $850. This is superb, heavy. I mean, you know, it weighs 24 pounds. I mean, it's serious. The tone arm is the same tone arm as they use on their $3,000 LP32 turntable. It's a good tone arm. So a lot of really nice things happening, and thank you very much. I'm going to stop right there. Thank you for enjoying my wacky and waiting for my wacky, crazy Guangzhou video. I believe it didn't disappoint you. Bye-bye.